So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Two ball all over again.
Inside handoff, Henry.
I double teamed that big motherfucker.
3 yards, second down coming
You
up.
can all on here.
It's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
To throw is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. You look at this Packers defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well...
Oh, I threw a pick.
Oh,
you threw
it
a
intercepted.
You got to throw it faster than that.
Are going to take possession as they
Oh,
got it at the 42-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Following the interception, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Love looking to throw it.
Dummy.
Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson.
Oh, my goodness.
And he hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, my God, he picked that?
Here's another interception. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
How do you pick that if you want
I
to
think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the
you on the outside, how do you pick
There's still
that?
3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Love from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it.
Fucking cousin.
And he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. Looking to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him point.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Aaron Browning in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson now. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashawn Gary providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now Love. Flush to his right. Now this thrown deep.
Oh my God, he's wide the fuck open.
And he's got it inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone.
How is he wide open if I got 2 safeties back there?
70 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point through the snowflakes, something good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is into the hands of Andrews. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. A first down carry for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
What he's worried about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
But don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
Oh, I should just do it.
Down he goes. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. Fourth down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Firing quickly
I'm with that shit, man.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Throwing. Love. Oh,
Fucking
as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Love now. Now this aired out deep for Reed. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to... Jackson hit, and he lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, if they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime, they're fortunate to retain possession.
Flush to his right. Throw caught by Flowers.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. And now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. This now a 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And
oh, my.
Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How many times you going to run that shot?
Down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
He finds his man complete. That's Lloyd. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. To the air again, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. This is caught. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
Love will sneak it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5. Jackson rolling to his right. And he takes a shot at the end of that play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Oh, my God.
Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You can't just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Love. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Love from the gun. Look. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Jackson. Touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point.
Oh, my God. Oh, yes. I forgot who my kicker was.
Here in the fourth quarter.
Should have missed. I was missing. Hey.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Mecole Hardman. He might take this all the way. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead. They get one more as the extra points up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
We ran the same fucking shot play all game. I don't get it that shit one time.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I should have made the
always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing, Jackson. Flush to his right. That is caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. He's got Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Jackson to Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Here's 2nd down and 3. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Here's Jackson.
Oh, my.
He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going.
I can't.
Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now.
Oh, my God, bro. 99 Lamar, bro.
And what has it?
Yeah.
Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Nylon.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Jackson. And that's
Air on that shit.
their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney.
Oh, that's just got airy.
He's
going to put that bitch in there.
Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the intercept.
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Take the ball up.
He's able to recover his own fumble. That could have
Oh
been
my
trouble.
God. What the fuck?
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
They gonna let you call timeout? That's some bullshit.
So it's all